entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here's Ray Davis. We'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Looking quickly here. Now Allen off the play action. And on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Third and long, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shot.
So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 41-yard line.
Changing it up here, Jackson. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, third down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Working quickly here.
By Ed Oliver. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Incomplete.
Kate, I don't don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now the shotgun give to Cook. No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 39-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Now a hit and Jackson loses the ball. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Now Jackson on 3rd down. The Bills get to him. He's brought down. Offensive line fast.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Is Tyler Loop now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Ravens 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Motion man sent left. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Allen on third down. Brought in right side. Oh, he loses the football. The Ravens pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Hey, a normal old stop with third down just wasn't good enough for this group. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
And the Baltimore first down.
First down throw for Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 7 brings up second and 17 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up third and 8.
This one left for him long. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On the traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left, no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Drops it off to Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
319! Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 12. And
Play action now. Allen escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Allen on the play action. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
DC ready?
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
13. Go.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Hey, report.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Shut up!
Turning to Henry on third. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force fourth down.
Loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
They're going for this. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
It's a turnover on
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Allen setting up play action. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for two, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have two or three that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
BC ready?
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
180.
Throwing from the gun. The Bills get to him. Down he goes. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
You change it.
At the 15-yard line.
You. Wait on.
Jackson throwing here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
A gain of
Working quickly
17
here.
yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
13.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one is launched downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Hey, report.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's Lamar. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the...
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
56, 56.
Here's Allen. On the move, hit it right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
First down, Bills.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line.
Intercepted.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel, and his guys on the field made the right play.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Offense to the line fast.
Terrell Bernard on the stop. 2 yards on the
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
6 brings up 2nd and 16. At the 20.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 14 at the 44-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
13.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Allen now on first down. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Allen on third down. He's going deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
DC, ready?
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First down throw for Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Henry. Give him 9 on that run. They've got third down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
A gain of 10 makes it third.
Now Jackson on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. We've set it downs from 37. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass it here. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Ravens 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for
Bass
Buffalo.
now to kick this away. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Flush down now to his left. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And it looked like a Bill got it. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Here's Lamar. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Man, this one is going to sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Mike
Philadelphia.
Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from the Superdome. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5.
Taken down by Nakobe Dean. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Shuck. And he's got a homer. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
For a Saints.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Shuck. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long. Here's Shuck. And will move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Going to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
2nd and 10. Chuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Step. 73. And let's go. Trip.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Jalen Hurts sacked.
Carl Granderson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's a designed run. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession.
And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Now the try for an extra point. That was not easy. Much further back, but he still makes the kick for the extra point.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run to the right here with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Julian Blackman on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down. Braden Mann in punt formation for the Eagles.
So after one, the Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards. The pickup on that 4th and 2. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. Then back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. And this is not close. He missed it wide to the right. No good. And no extra point.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. To throw is shut. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point
To the air is shut. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the Kobe D. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way.
Well, Mike, you don't see this too often in the NFL. The rare pick 2. Now, it won't go down in the stat sheet as an interception for either guy, but the effort won't go unnoticed. For him to go the entire length of the field at the end of this drive certainly ends on a high note after giving up that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Barkley to start the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Mario Davis there on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. With Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans after this. Third and 6. Here's a handoff to Barkley. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try to run. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Here we go, set. 70 Lion.
A run here with Camara. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Camara on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
He'll go again here with Camara, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run for this with Camara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. Able to get the third down conversion. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Shuck looking to throw on first down. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Shuck. That is caught by the tight end. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown Saints. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That's out quickly and complete. And he is not going to get in. Stops on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Bigsby to return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They'll be back up now to start this drive. The middle with Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. Barkley's got the first down and more. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Bigsby to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Alontae Taylor on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Ryan Brzee getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. Space to run inside the 20. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
37.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 37 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Kamara trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, it'll be Camara. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PH is up and good. Saints will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 8.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the Saints' 48-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Oh, touch up. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Here's Dillon. He'll get the 1st down inside the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down. It's another go with Dillon. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Bigsby now going to start it off here in the 4th quarter. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. And those 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Hurts now. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Here's Bigsby. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And not much room to speak of then. He'll get this one only to about the 3.
Tackled by Jordan Davis. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here.
The tight end, the ball carrier. The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Crowd left the alley. Crowd. Great. Check.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On play action, here's Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A handoff to Dillon, running left. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Right back to Dillon. And he'll take this one in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Eagles.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit.
15. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Phillips on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Another run here with Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. The man down the field, it's Olave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd down, it's shot. Back deep for Olave. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set him to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
60 Wildcats, 60. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go. And here's Shuck. That deep for Olave. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask. And the defense turns them away. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Great, check. 180, 180.
On the move left, it's Dillon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So this one, a win for the Saints. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in, but they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Off a pretty decent game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 31. Gibbs straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now second and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
2 for 1, 2 for 20. Shell.
Goff. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yes, sir. Like 20. 12. 12. 12. 12. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We go tonight. 20.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain
14 yards that time for number 14.
It's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
4 down.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. That drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Hey, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Joseph on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Henry. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
It's 4th down.
Hey, report. Report. You.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Right 20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
St. Brown.
Ric Flair.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
17.
and 9.
17.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
180. Value 1. What's that?
Again, Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and 2.
180. Sit hot. 180.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Second down.
Now it's Jackson. A check down here for Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. Tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well. but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
38-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. Throw the same ground, complete on the left side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Hey, 5. 5.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Pass to the sideline. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the Lions.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
180.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Tonight. 20.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third and 4. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the run that should seal a victory. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Throwing now on first down. Stafford. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Middle, middle, middle. Stop.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He finds them 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stafford to throw again on second. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. He doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Swamp man's in motion right. Stafford now on first down. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. 9-yard line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're to the end of one. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Rams add a man to the secondary. 3rd down.
Let's go. Trimmer.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. The 30. He's at the 10. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete inside the 35. It's a pickup of 26. And the Rams have the 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking that time for Terrence Ferguson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
4th and forever coming up. Trying for it with Stafford. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. It's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
You're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
On the stop. That's a gain of 4.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
32-yard line.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Oh, touch. Trimmer.
3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they're all the way across near the field before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Great. Set. Cut. Whatever you want.
Running it after the penalty. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Down by Cameron Kinchen. A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
Hey! Man!
Running for the marker on 2nd. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
63, bad. Tiger Swamp.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. And all set now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Great, set. Anyway, hey, 73. No.
Running right, it's Barkley. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
No touchdown. 180. Crowd left Yeti. No touchdown.
Running left, this is Barkley. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
They give to Barkley, right side. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Elliott connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6. So we're through 3 here. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Corum now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Stafford from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
I'll start this one out with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles leading by 6. All right, here we go. Second down.
Great, set.
A give to Barkley. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down.
Great, set. Hey, thumbs up, alert it.
Barkley off the pistol again. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on third down. That should get them the football back. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Starts the return at the 34. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Back to throw. Screen here for Williams. Down the sideline inside the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's first down. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Running it all right there. And we've got to regroup for 2nd down. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Once again, from the 19-yard line, it's 2nd and 10.
Red 80.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them a first down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that smile to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.